When I say today Chennai is likely to get very heavy rains, people erase that likely from their mind. They will read only as Chennai is going to get heavy rains or very heavy rains, and tomorrow they'll come back and ask me, boss, you said it is going to rain very heavily, it did not rain.
Who names these cyclones, right? That is
There's
something.
a system where the names are picked in a lot. Read the News Minute. Yeah.
I know. This is for the viewers and the listeners.
Okay.
My God.
As a weather blogger, this Fenjal was one of the toughest cyclones to track, honestly. Trust me, I mean, I've tracked Varda, I've tracked Gaja, I've tracked even Petai, which was supposed to give good rains to Chennai, but ended up going some 250 kilometers away from Chennai. So, but of all this, Fenjal, I think, is possibly the toughest one.
I've realized over the years that the government has a real problem even giving out data to independent weather bloggers.
It's a matter of life and death, whether you know that, the intensity is going to be more so people can be moved out into rescue and relief camps. Isn't that something we've seen across? Timely data can save lives, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bizarre thing about it. It's like the starting position is one where the state is very suspicious of citizens.
There are hate speeches there in what Zubair has pointed out. There are more criminal speeches there. But for pointing it out, he's been charged with now sedition.
And in Zubair's case, he's a Muslim man, he's a fact checker. So in a way, he's a double thorn for the government. A fact checker again and again is booked. Goes on to show how those in power are so averse to anybody correcting their misinformation.
So Yati Narasimhan can say things,
Yes.
but Zubair cannot post it.
Democratically elected governments, because they have the popular mandate, will be secure. They can easily do away with the sedition law, because where is the question of being overthrown? Your power is not really being threatened. So what if somebody says that you're wrong or you're doing the wrong thing?
If you have a Muslim name in this country, whatever you do can turn into an offense. Whereas with a Hindu name, that part of your life gets a bit easy.
People can like Zubair, dislike him, agree with some of his tweets, think that he is a political stooge of some party or the other. Perhaps he has done one or two mistakes in some of his tweets. All that is fine. But here a state's power is being used against an individual.
Dhanya is the person who comes closest to a supporter to Pawan Kalyan on this panel.
Of course. Sees the shift. That is so dramatic.
There is a part of him that is looking for the cinematic first week gross collections kind of I will go into the port, Kakinada port, and wheeled out my thing.
He shifts shapes. He's a shapeshifter actually.
He's testing waters. If it works, he will up the ante closer to elections. I don't think it means that he is not rabid enough. He is. He will become anything that you want him to be.